Well, welcome back, folks, to another episode of Shade Tree Alex. Today I'm going to show you the proper procedure to jack up a car. Now, two of the tools you're going to need. One, this nice jack right here. The other thing you're going to need, this jack stand right here. Now, if you notice, my jack is not in the greatest position right now. It's missing this, it's missing the clip to hold that in, and it leaks sometimes and it goes down, but that's okay. I can still use it. I have this jack stand as well. Now what you're going to want to do is go underneath the car here. You take your jack and you want to find a really good hard spot to jack up the vehicle. Places where you don't want to jack up the vehicle with this kind of jack. You don't want to jack up on this. You'll crush that, you'll bend it, you're ruining it. And if there's any rust up here too, your jack's going to go right through it. Other places not to jack up on, just a piece of plastic. Or your frame. Or your floorboard. Jack up on the floorboard, you're going to have a dent in the floor. Ask me how I know. What you want to do is look for a good spot on the frame rail. So here's your frame rail here, and it's where it kind of ties in and tees off. This is a good spot to jack up. It's got a lot of support right there, and it can hold the pressure of the jack. Another good spot to jack up would be right under that link in the rear here, at least on this vehicle. Other good spots are such as the subframe, and again this frame rail. So on this car, I'm going to try right here in the middle, see if that helps me out. I might have to go lower. This could be a little bit harder to do. Jack up this beauty. You see, I'm going for that T spot I was telling you about. You want to get under it. And I'll jack up. Now you see, this wasn't a good spot to jack up, as it is now starting to crush in a little bit. So I'm going to stop and we're going to go someplace else. Alright, so I'm going to attempt now to jack up where this control arm goes up. I don't have much space underneath it for the jack, but it's okay. That's why we also have jack stands. So get a little bit of room in the handle, and I think that might work for me, at least on this car. Every car is a little bit different. You want to find a good spot. Like I said, you don't want to jack up on thin material, rusted material, anything like that. The car will easily come down. Okay, now that I got the jack up, the wheels off the ground, as you see, not too much, but it is. It's just enough. There's no way I'm getting under this car with this jack like this, especially how it's broken like that, and how the wheels are popped up a little bit. It's a very unsafe condition. You don't want to ever be under a vehicle like this with just the jack. So again, this is why we have our jack stand here. So the jack stand, I'm just going to place right under here until it grabs. I'm going to have to lift up a little bit more so I can sneak it under there, but now with the jack stand under there, this can go down and it's just going to catch on the jack stand. It may crush this a little bit. I don't care. It's going to give me a little time. Now what I also would like to do is go over to the jack here. Just release the pressure a little bit on the jack, so most of the weight falls on the jack stand as such. Alright, at this point most of the weight is on the jack stand and the tire's still up, so I'm just gonna again just take a little bit of pressure off that stand. Now what ends up happening, I have two forms of protection. If I lose my jack, I got my jack stand. If I lose my jack stand, I got my jack. And I feel pretty confident being underneath this now, so two forms of security. Well, if this helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. And you probably get to watch me change some brakes in this vehicle next.